fucking rest in peace.
So this is for people that need to regear or aren't sure what they're supposed to be, I don't know, looking for. The easiest way to get gear, we're not talking, you know, juggernauts or the high kill streaks. It's just, you know, bare minimum free play, maybe a selfie. The way that I go about sort of getting regear, so got a nice new fresh person that's willing to slaughter thousands. Obviously, I won't be using these, but I'll have to get rid of them to put them away because my stash is full. I'm going to go in with a handgun. I was going to use an insured slot, but I don't want to have to wait 6 million hours just to use another gun because I've binned a pistol off. So I've gone with the next best thing. Picked a pistol. Unfortunately, it's got attachments. I was kind of hoping it was going to have, you know, nothing, but the only other thing is that, and you know, we're talking bare minimum here. You can't get bare minimum than a pistol. So decoys, I'd probably take in every single game, or I think I do take in every single game because they just come in clutch. As far as, you know, your grenade or whatever, I mean, I suppose it's up to you. I mean, throwing knives are good. They one-shot most zombies. Not the greatest against the manglers or mimics or disciples. Drill charges are decent for shields, but just for the sake of it, thermite. And then, as I'm playing solo, I'm just going to take an energy mining. Ether Shroud could probably come in clutch. Tesla Storm again and Frost Blast, they're all viable for playing solo. Probably wouldn't suggest Frenzied Guard. But then it has its uses. You know, it is decent, but I'd probably stay away from that until, you know, especially if you're a newer player. So we've got a one play, we've got no selfie, no gas mask, no kill streak, no backpack other than the tiny little purse that you're given. So let's get into it. So straight off the rip, have a look and see what we've got knocking about us. See if we've got any decent contracts. So my play will be that
contract
there.
over here. Pick it up.
I actually changed my mind and go for the Spore contract because they are relatively easy. At this point we're just looking for a little bit of cash, bit of gear that we can sort of salvage on the way round, and, you know, stuff we can make use of. On my way to the contract, you know, keep checking buildings and stuff like that. Not stressing about checking every single building, every single nook and cranny, because, you know, you are on a timer. But it does pay off sometimes. As you can see, nice little 2-plate, you know, green gun. That's already a win, as we've started off with a great pistol. Keeping an eye out for bits and pieces that I can loot, and again, it pays off. We've not even finished our first contract. Got a medium backpack, level 2 plate, and a green gun, which for now suits its purpose. So first contract's out of the way, luck of the draw, an actual decent reward, which unfortunately I'm going to need due to my own stupidity. You know, if you could hear what I was actually saying in the moment, it's not good, because it literally is down to myself being an idiot. While I'm running to the next contract, find even more goodies. This is what I'm saying about when you're going from point A to B. If there's big warehouses and whatnot, just run through them instead of round. You know, you can always hear the ether chests with the like little beeping noise, so it's always worth just having a nosy. So this is the part of me being just a pure idiot. So essentially what happened was, I was hardly paying attention. I ended up pressing the grenade button with the side of my desk, which then, as you can see, a thermite at the zombie. That's when I panicked because I was pinned in the corner, and then it basically fried me. So after making a massive boo-boo, making myself look like a complete idiot, what do you know? Medium backpack. So it did pay off. We wasted a selfie, but, you know, I'm an idiot. So at this point, after doing a couple of contracts, getting a bit of cash, getting a couple of bits and pieces from the rewards, I start looking for camps. These are your sort of easiest way to get your armour. You get quite a fair few like tools, perks, mainly weaponry as well, but it all helps. Once you've cleared the camp and killed all the mercenaries, you want to look for like a computer on a green box with a yellow cloth. It is always guaranteed to have at least these two items, which will always be a level 2 plate, and it will always be a key card for a stronghold. As soon as I get the stronghold key card, I literally make a beeline for the closest stronghold. This is where you're going to have another safe to drill, and you're always guaranteed, and I mean always guaranteed, to get a 3-plate vest. In the strongholds, you're also going to have ether chests, bags to search. I'd look in everything because you might be pleasantly surprised in what you find in there. Sometimes you can find perks and crystals and tools, but the main goal is the safe. Like I say, you'll always get a 3-plate vest out of this. It's not difficult to do. It takes maybe a little bit of setup. If you get lucky, you might get a camp and a stronghold right next to each other like me. If I'd have probably paid enough attention to the map, I'd have just made a beeline for that first, because they're really not that hard to do. Once you've finished your stronghold, you've got your level 3. You know, you might even get lucky and get a large backpack. It's just one of them things. You are free to do anything. I mean, HVT contracts are the quickest to finish. I personally like doing the safes because they kind of remind me of round base to a point. But after that, I mean, you should have enough cash to at least pack a punch once. In the gameplay you're watching, I mean, I didn't exactly rush. I mean, it took me longer to do, mainly because I'm an idiot, but it's one of them doable. And if you are using this first run to solely get your backpack, you know, maybe some perks that you don't even have to use while you find them, you can just store them. You know, if you are finding your gear, the next game, yeah, you won't have a pack-a-punch gun, but at the same time, you can just exfil straight away, jump back in a game, and you've got, what, the 45 minutes to do whatever you want. You're already geared, you have everything you need, potentially maybe 2, 3, or even 4 perks, so you can just go straight into like the medium tier zone, if that's what you were wanting to do. It's quick, it's easy, and I don't see why more people aren't doing it this way. There are a few little tips that I've sort of picked up on while playing. Firstly, PhD Flopper will protect you from the fire that dogs leave behind, so you can literally just run through it. Same with your own Molotovs, same with your thermites. Even you can fire a rocket launcher at your feet and you will take no explosive damage, as it's part of the perk. You can also store plates in your backpack, so you don't have to run around with 2 plates all the time. You can have literally a full backpack full of plates that you don't even have to equip. You can just hold Y, even if they're from your backpack, it'll plate you up. The last thing I want to say is, dying isn't the be-all and end-all of everything. You know, you can use perks like Tombstone if you don't want to lose gear, but gear is easy to find. It really is. And with that being said, just go and explore. Go and have fun with your friends. If you're playing solo, go into the tier 3 zone if that's what you want. If you die, just regear. Yeah, it might take a game, but it's not everything that you lose. It's nothing that you can't gain back. And it's one of them. It's just, it brings it back full circle. You die, everybody dies. If you're an idiot like me, 90% it's because you've thrown a thermite at a zombie that's pretty much up your ass and it wants to eat you. But, you know, you live, you learn, and you get better map knowledge of it. If you're still watching at this point, I would like to say a massive thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.